What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already joined the fam, please do so now and subscribe as I drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, my favorite part, man, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments section, as I'm always intrigued to hear what y'all got to say about these topics. And let's get right into this work, ladies and gentlemen, because I've been noticing a pattern. All right, I've been noticing these Dallas Mavericks moving a certain way, and I'm starting to think that there's a little madness to their method. All right, is it just me, or has the Dallas Mavericks, since Kobe Bryant's retirement and since he's had no dealings with the Lakers, have the Dallas Mavericks been trying to sabotage the Lakers? And I'm asking this because I feel like, on the schematics, the offseason, I'm really looking at this offseason, but I started looking at, all of the moves the Dallas Mavericks been making these past few years. And it's really starting to look like chess versus what the Lakers are doing, which is checkers. Now, we all know what the Lakers do. They go get them some big name talent. If not the big name talent, they go get them some nice role players and surround it with the already big name talent that's in the house. And the Lakers go out and compete. But since about, we could easily say 2022, since about then, I've been feeling like the Mavericks, albeit, if you want to exclude last season, not last season, the season before last, 2022, 2023, if you want to, give them a little bail in that regard, because that was the first season that Kyrie Irving came over to the Dallas Mavericks, and they was working out some, chemistry issues. Obviously so. When you have two great talents like a Luka Doncic and a Kyrie Irving, there's going to be some kinks to work out. But outside of that lone season, and even in that season, ladies and gentlemen, they made some good moves. They got rid of some baggage and was able to open up some cap space. But I'm thinking of, when I say that, I feel like the Dallas Mavericks are, one, playing chess, the Lakers are playing checkers, and two, the Dallas Mavericks are sabotaging the Lakers. When I say that, I mean in the sense of, we look at Jason Kidd, all right? This is when I first started kind of putting, the wheels start turning for me. Jason Kidd, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all remember, I believe he was on the Lakers during that 2020 championship run with Frank Vogel, and he was, just on that coaching staff. And it was assumed back then, and I recall this vividly, that the Lakers were going to get rid of Frank Vogel some kind of, way, and elevate Jason Kidd to being the head coach of that team. But all of a sudden, Jason Kidd ended up going back to the Dallas Mavericks and has been their coach since then. Quiet is kept. I don't think the media has really been talking about that. I don't know if they made a big hoopla about it back then, but the Dallas Mavericks recruited, or I'll use for this video, pilfered Jason Kidd from the Los Angeles Lakers, man. And this is after him winning the championship. This is after him being guaranteed the head coaching job. And again, I gotta read. Let me put that up there. Just a disclaimer: I'm not positively sure if Jason Kidd was on that coaching staff in 2020 for the Lakers. I know he was on that staff eventually. I don't know if he came the year after. So let me just throw that out there, disclaimer. Somebody could fact check that for me, and we'll talk about it in the comments. But at the same time, he was a member of the Los Angeles Lakers staff, and he was guaranteed a head coaching job after Frank Vogel's departure, for sure. That was public record, one of those worst kept secrets in the NBA. And all of a sudden, like I said, Jason Kidd was with the Dallas Mavericks, and Darvin Ham came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, when Frank Vogel left, we didn't know who the coaches for the Lakers was going to be, and Darvin Ham just kind of landed there. But so Jason Kidd is one thing, and obviously Jason Kidd, people I think people tend to forget that it was, a twofold reason why the Dallas Mavericks, or maybe you could say threefold, considering our first two reasons. Another reason why the Dallas Mavericks obviously wanted Jason Kidd and Dallas is to tutor and mentor Luka Doncic. I've heard from many of people, many of voices. They've all vouched for Jason Kidd as far as him being a great NBA coach, a good NBA development kind of coach, and because he's a player, he used to be a player. He's a former player, coach, and player, so he has that unique experience that he can share with the players. He knows what they're going through and through to the T. So, and we all seen what he did for Giannis Antetokounmpo, getting him on track. Because a lot of people forget before Jason Kidd started coaching Giannis was a bit of a project, if you will. You know, we all knew he was talented. We all knew that what he could be. But it was after some tutelage from Jason Kidd that he became the championship Giannis that we know and love today. So I believe that the Dallas Mavericks were investing in getting Jason Kidd from the Lakers for that reason as well. They seen what he did with Giannis, also two international players. So Jason Kidd definitely can communicate with them about the basketball experience in that way. But in the same time, you know, they seen what he did for Giannis and they want him to do that for Luka as well. And since Jason Kidd has been there, I got to double check these numbers. They've made the Western Conference Finals. I believe Jason Kidd was the coach at that time. Of course, last season was what it was, the season before, I mean. And then last season, they made it to the NBA Finals. The Dallas Mavericks have been playing chess. Let me throw another move out there for y'all. Kyrie Irving. Yeah, Kyrie Irving, y'all remember Kyrie Irving was in the Los Angeles Lakers sweepstakes? I think people tend to forget that Kyrie was supposed to be or was, you know, projecting to be a Laker. I think even Kyrie himself was hinting at that. You know, I know for sure he showed up to, was it a Lakers game or something like that, y'all? I know he showed up to the Lakers. Yeah, I believe it was a Lakers game, a playoff game or something like that. Kyrie was in the building and everybody was buzzing about him possibly rejoining LeBron James. But what team is Kyrie Irving on right now? Is he on the same team that Jason Kidd is coaching? Because that would make another common denominator between these two, right? That the Dallas Mavericks are thoroughly invested in sabotaging the Lakers. And I'm only saying that because it's just, I can see if Kyrie landed with the Spurs. I can see if Kyrie landed with the Rockets. I can see if Jason Kidd landed with Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But it's the same team in contention with the same team over the same prize. You know what I mean? And we all know the Lakers could definitely use the talent and services of a Kyrie Irving right now. And seeing what Jason Kidd was able to do for the Dallas Mavericks up into the NBA Finals, because obviously the Boston Celtics just came more ready and just was deeper and more talented and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, Jason Kidd just coached up an inexperienced team to in an NBA Finals that also made a trade mid-season. Ladies and gentlemen, another name I'm going to throw out there for y'all. Do y'all remember when P.J. Washington, y'all may not, this is just because I was, you know, I be digging through all kind of articles. I get through the archives. I read pretty much everything, what is dropped on a daily dose of sports content, at least on a article level. I read through all on Sports Kita, ESPN, NFL, everybody. I try to hit everything. But in the same breath, I remember vividly P.J. Washington being a high prospect on the Lakers board as far as bringing him to Lakerland. And guess who got P.J. Washington? Now, this was all around the trade deadline, y'all. Excuse me. Let me throw that out there as well. This was around the trade deadline before P.J. Washington went over to the Dallas Mavericks. The Lakers were in talks of acquiring a P.J. Washington. Could the Lakers use a P.J. Washington right now, ladies and gentlemen? After seeing what this young man did, now again, the finals are, I think we should kind of put an asterisk on what I'm saying as far as, you know, what these guys did up until the NBA finals, because again, the NBA, the Boston Celtics is just, they was ready for this. You know, it was 7 years in the making for them. Dallas Mavericks are just getting here. And again, they just made a trade this mid-season. So this is, at the trade deadline, halfway season. I just think that That's not a coincidence because what team is PJ Washington playing for? The same team that Jason Kidd is coaching, and the same team that Kyrie Irving is on. I'm gonna throw another name out there, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be the one. I could have just left it at 3, but I feel like this is the one. And this is all kudos to Nico Harris, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. Nico Harris is the new GM, or not new any longer, but all of these moves have been made under his watch. And if y'all don't know who Nico Harris is, I know Nico Harris, and I'm very familiar with this name, being a Steph Curry fan. This is the guy that botched the Steph Curry Nike meeting before Steph signed with Under Armour. He was having meetings with shoe companies, and Nike, of course, was on that list. I think at least that much of the story is known that Steph Curry was potentially a Nike athlete at one point, but ended up signing with Under Armour because Nico Harris kept calling Steph Curry Stephen Curry. He kept calling him Stephen Curry, and just getting the man name wrong. And it's like, how, bro? How? You know what I mean? How you so far off the map? And this is another thing, man. I've been in business meetings. One of the coworkers should have pulled him to the side after the first time, or interrupted him while he was talking. Like, hey, it's Stephen Curry. My bad, Steph. Hey, this man, he knew he don't really be watching the game like that. I had to, clean that up. But no, nonetheless, this is the guy that is solely responsible for botching the Steph Curry Nike deal, and is the reason why Steph is with Under Armour right now. So, but since that mistake, to his credit, he's been cleaned it up. And I know he's been doing some work. I forget what he was doing before he became a Dallas Mavericks GM. I wasn't following the man like that, but I know his name. Once he got hired with the Dallas Mavericks, I was very familiar with his name and his work. So kudos to him, man. You know what I mean? He definitely done uh, focused in on what the Dallas Mavericks need, and I'm sure Mark Cuban has much to do with this. Let's just say this: Mark Cuban and Kobe was cool, man. Mark Cuban and Kobe was homies. So much so, Kobe Bryant, number 24, is retired in the Dallas Mavericks stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody in the Dallas Mavericks organization team will ever wear the number 24. I don't know if y'all knew that. That's how tight Mark Cuban and Kobe was. And I feel like Mark Cuban knows, like, without a shadow of a doubt, that Kobe is probably turning in his grave at what the Lakers are and have become. And, since his passing, because the Lakers wasn't doing no wild stuff like this before Kobe they got up out of here. The Lakers was actually acquiring championship players, man. I thought Rajon Rondo, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, they were doing the right things, and making steps towards a championship before Kobe's passing. Since he's passed, it's been a crap show, with the Russell Westbrook era. It wasn't even Westbrook's fault. You know what I mean? He was really, literally, it felt like he was just balling there to be LeBron James' scapegoat. But I don't think that Westbrook would have been a Laker if Kobe was still here. Kobe would have advised Westbrook not to, because they was close as well. Westbrook is one of Kobe's pupils. He would have advised him nah, and I doubt he would have told Rob Pelinka nah too. Like, we're not bringing Russ in here to tarnish his legacy for the sake of LeBron James, just so people can be distracted with Russell Westbrook while LeBron James stat pads towards this scoring record. That's all it was, y'all. How y'all think LeBron James all of a sudden got to 40,000 points that quick? Anyway, we can go on and on about that. The last name I'm going to throw in before we conclude this video is Klay Thompson. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The guy whose his dad, Michael Thompson, has been campaigning for Klay to join the Lakers since the beginning of his career. Let's be frank. Michael Thompson always wanted Klay to be a Laker. He just ended up getting drafted to the Golden State Warriors. But if there was ever an opportunity for Klay Thompson to join the Lakers, it was right, this past offseason. Klay's made his money. Klay has won his rings. He could have came to the Lakers if it was a juicy enough opportunity for him. If he really felt like he was going to get another championship with the Lakers, I think Klay may have came over here, but Klay know what it is. You know what it is. We all know what it is. If you're not a bronzexual, a lamestream media, or you brainwashed by them lamestream dudes, you know what it is. The Lakers are a crap show, reality TV at best. But Klay Thompson didn't want nothing to do with this, and I made videos highlighting that. Klay Thompson's feelings towards the Lakers exactly. And that's why he ended up signing with what team, ladies and gentlemen? What team went out and got Klay Thompson, gave him the money he wanted? Because I forgot to put that in the mix as far as the moves the Dallas Mavericks have been making to keep the cap space open for a Klay Thompson like player. Another big name to add with Luka and Kyrie. The Dallas Mavericks was thinking 3, 4, 5 steps ahead and end up getting this guy Klay Thompson on a good deal for them because they can still go out and get more talent. I think they pretty set with what they got, but they can still go out and get more talent. But Klay Thompson, ladies and gentlemen, who was could have joined the Lakers, end his legacy off as a Laker, keep his California connections right there anyway if he wanted to. Klay Thompson elected to sign with the Dallas Mavericks, ladies and gentlemen. Not even sign with him, but just did the Warriors worked with him, of course, to make sure he landed with a team he wanted to land with, and that was the Dallas Mavericks. And I'm sure, I heard that Kyrie Irving was the one that, really uh, was the deal closer for Klay coming to the Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie was. And why would Kyrie, you remember the Brooklyn Nets and Boston said Kyrie was such a bad teammate, such a bad dude and all this kind of stuff? Not the Celtics player, Boston's media was saying that Kyrie was such a bad teammate, such a this, that, and the third. They was also saying that in the Brooklyn media. But here it is. Kyrie is the reason why, Klay Thompson ultimately decided to come to Dallas. And what would Kyrie be saying to Klay Thompson to make that deal sound even better? Would he be complimenting the Dallas Mavericks organization? Would he be telling them, both of us guys are on the back ends of our careers, maybe we can get us 1 or 2, maybe more rings. Where would we best, fit to get that job done? Oh, Dallas Mavericks, not LA Lakers. Because Kyrie Irving was supposed to be with the LA Lakers, remember? Like we just highlighted that. But kudos to the Dallas Mavericks, man. I could keep this going a little bit longer. I don't want the video to go crazy long, but there was also some things I wanted to highlight. We might bring it up in another video, but Dallas Mavericks was making good moves behind the scenes. I don't know if y'all remember, but they had JaVale McGee, got that man off the books. Had Reggie Bullock, got that man off the books. They signed, Grimes. Can get him off the books at any time, but got him on there to help out until they decide what they want to do with him. Markieff Morris got a contract they can get off the books easily, and they was able to pay Kyrie. They're about to. I know they're gonna pay Luka, and they're now paying Klay Thompson. And if the Dallas Mavericks win a championship in the next season or two, nobody's gonna be surprised because they've been making all of these moves to make sure of it. But there were some other things I wanted to highlight as far as that cap space stuff. We'll talk about that on another video. Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, P.J. Washington, Jason Kidd, all these guys, man, was associated or supposed to be with the Lakers and ended up with the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks are playing chess. Lakers are playing checkers. I'm loving it. But that's all I got for y'all on this video. Please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel if you ain't already. With the fam, join now, subscribe as I drop content daily, go live daily. And last but not least, if y'all don't mind, leave your thoughts and comments in your thoughts and opinions, in the comment section, as I'm always intrigued to know what y'all got to say about these topics, especially this one. I want y'all to cook it. I know some bronsexuals that's gonna be triggered. It don't even matter though. Tell me what y'all think. Have y'all seen the coincidences? Am I the only one, that's seen these coincidences? I doubt it. But y'all tell me what y'all think about it. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.